Drunken Monkey, work on this presentation, and you're gonna build some clients.
Consult. Yeah, get some work done.
Beautiful.
Good work done.
Oh, you also left your window open. That's not good work done.
Well, good thing Orlando is not New York, right? Evidence. In New York, I'd be robbed. That'd be a nice little.
What are you doing with the back window down anyway?
I was making a wind tunnel. You know, that's what you got to do. You don't want the AC on. You taught me that.
Right.
You want to. Tomorrow I go back to no suit jacket and an orange car. And New York City public transportation.
Back home, baby. So just finished up the presentation for CO Nights. This guy's gonna head back home now, unfortunately, and I'm gonna head to UCF to go present. Trying to see yourself in this story, because I was sitting exactly where you were not too long ago. I graduated in 2015. The business officially started in 2013. I'm gonna try and rush through my story, and what I want is for you guys to ask me specific questions about anything that could help you after what you've heard. And hopefully this guy doesn't fall asleep on me. Okay, so what it comes down to is really it's a mindset. It's all a decision. Whether you are now in your business and succeeding in your business, or you haven't started, it's because of decisions that you've made. It's not because of anybody else. In business, you can decide whether you look at your obstacles, so whether you look at, okay, well, I have this disadvantage here, I don't have money to start, my parents haven't given me money for this, oh, that guy, you know, was given that, so that's why he has it. You could choose to focus on stuff like that, or you could choose to focus on the resources that you have. So you guys now, as UCF students, that .edu at the end of your email, like, that'll get you 80% more replies than if you didn't have that. Just being a part of this network is already a huge advantage, and you guys have to see that. You guys have to see your students as potential customers too. You guys know what you like. If whatever it is you're trying to sell, if your friends don't like it, then the masses, I don't think, are gonna magically like it. So you have to look like real micro and think of UCF as a community of customers. Think of like, what can you offer the people that are in your own community now that'll benefit them, and then be overly optimistic about everything. You could choose to see your limitations. I'm going to say it again, or you could choose to see the opportunities that are out there. And that's what breeds creativity. When you're in that open mindset of trying to make something out of anything, that's when new ideas come to you. When you're sitting there basking about what you don't have, new ideas aren't going to come to you. Indecision. So sitting there debating about the best way to do things is not the winning formula. You have to be willing to make a decision and be willing to fail with that decision, right? So like, you guys heard my story, I failed a ton of times. By definition, up until this point, I've failed more than I've done well. But it's those things that really, it's putting yourself into situations that you've never experienced before that allow you to learn things on the go. And then genuinely seek guidance. It was when I made that switch that I actually started seeing some progress. So entrepreneurs have a tendency to think that they're better than everybody else because they're an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And that's terrible. That'll kill you, because people don't want to help you when you're positioning yourself like that. There's still so much that I don't know. I'm actually only speaking from my experience, so I'm like, you guys can disagree with like 90% of the things I'm saying, and you might be right. But when you genuinely put yourself out there and ask for help, ask for guidance, like with your professors. When you sit there and you bitch about your professors with your classmates, your grade doesn't change. Now I'd just like to really open it up for questions. Yes?
Did you have anybody like close to you, friends or family, that did not believe and tell you not to do it? And if yes, how did you go about like not listening to that? Or were everybody
I did get a lot of that, but that was like, to me, that added fuel to the fire. Because it was like, just hold on to that, hold on to that thought, and I'm gonna prove you wrong. So just do that. Go with your gut usually knows what's the right thing, right? So if you're going after something good and the people don't believe in you, if you stick it through enough, like, and you believe you can do it, you genuinely believe you can do it, you'll prove it wrong. You'll prove them wrong in the end, and it's very satisfying. Are you getting some pushback? Yeah. Okay. If you want, we'll talk after. You can tell me about it.
What's your long-term vision for the company?
Okay, that's a good question. So, actually, I'll tell you my long-term vision for the company. So I want to build out KNIGHTSPEED Moving to the point where it's sustainable. I think part of the big value with KNIGHTSPEED Moving is the media behind it, kind of the brand behind it, and what we've done marketing-wise. So alongside that, I want to build a media company. Alongside that, I want to build a real estate company, so a network of realtors, and eventually a brokerage, because the moving and the real estate go hand in hand. As a matter of fact, realtors were one of the big switch when we started making relationships with realtors, is when we saw like that good repeat business. And what's the other thing? And so for KNIGHTSPEED Moving itself, it would be either to franchise it eventually, or to license our software that we run it on, because we built a software that's very specific to a moving company and what it needs. And there's, the moving industry is a $16 billion market, and 5% is owned by the top companies, and everything else is just kind of like those middle movers that you see everywhere that are probably not running their companies the smartest way. So making a subscription-based software where they pay, I don't know, $50 a month or whatever to have access to communicate with their customers, their calendar, yada yada. So yeah, it's building the KNIGHTSPEED brand and getting into different sectors, starting with those three.